Today I want to test how it looks like to create your own character, your own archetype on the Soulbound Age of Sigmar role-playing game, with the example of a Seraphon Saurus god. Hello, this is 60 Goblins in one brush, and today I want to try out how it looks like to create a character, an archetype in the Soulbound role-playing game of Age of Sigmar with the example of a Seraphon character, and I chose a Seraphon Saurus god. There was supposed to be a skink star priest, but I am more the warrior kind of guy who likes to play tanks, so I want to try out a Saurus god. There are two possibilities. You can either use one of these more than 20 already pre-created archetypes and see what's similar. For a Saurus god, you could use a Stormcast Eternals template. Just like my Korean elf specialist, for his Lumineth mage, he chose the battle mage of the Free Cities as a template and changed it a little bit until we know more. Yeah. At least we need the Lumineth Battle Tome. But for the Seraphon we already know a lot, and now that the Coalesced are out, we can use a Coalesced character. You have 35 experience points in Soulbound to create a character from scratch. And if you want to play, or if you want to create a Stormcast Eternals hero, then you get 40 experience points because they're more than human. Yeah, they're reforged, they're infused with Sigmar's power and light. So you could discuss with your game master if he would allow you to, for a Seraphon, to use more than 35 points. Not 40, but more than 35. Let's see if that is even necessary. And also, usually most characters, they get 7 points for all their attributes, your body, mind and soul. And Sylvaneth get 8 and Stormcast 9. So you could also ask your game master or your friends if they would allow it that you also start with 8 or 9 attribute points. I think that is okay for Seraphon because they're also kind of superhuman. They were created by the old ones thousands and thousands of years ago, and they were recreated, re-remembered by the Slann. So I think the closest you will come to will be Stormcast Eternals. But let's see how far we get with 35 points. There are a few pages in the book that describe how it works, and there's a table that we use later for advancement, but you can also use for the character creation, about how much the attributes costs and the skills and the talents. So we take an empty fillable PDF character sheet, and then we start with body 1, mind 1 and soul 1. I decided I want 3 body, 3 mind and 3 soul. Equally strong, equally good, because the Seraphon are perfect creatures created by the gods. This will be expensive because usually only the Stormcast Eternals have 9 points for the attributes to start with. So if you look at the right hand side of the table, you see that to increase from 1 to 3 it costs you 7 XP. Times 3 for all 3 attributes is 21 out of our 35. Now we need to choose some skills. Every skill starts with 0 and it costs 1 XP to increase them or to raise them to 1. There's no point in raising it anymore because it's too expensive, and we can always increase it later. We don't want to squander too many points on one talent. It's a warrior, so I choose weapon skill as the core talent and assign 1 training and 1 focus. Cost me 2 points. Then I choose awareness 1, athletics 1, beast handling 1, nature 1 and reflexes 1 as skills. This costs me 7 points. So 21 plus 7 is 28. And I still have 7 left for the talents. You need athletics if you need to jump, swim, climb, things like that. Awareness is for any tests of the senses, hearing, seeing, smelling, and so on. Beast handling is how to care for beasts, how to befriend them, how to deal with them, and so on. Since the Seraphon is half a beast himself, I think that is appropriate. Nature means that you know about animals and plants and which ones are dangerous and which ones you can eat and with which ones you can heal and so on. Seraphon are jungle creatures, so I also think that's appropriate. Then reflexes, let me read that to you. Reflexes represents the speed and skill with which you move yourself out of harm's way. Successful tests of your reflexes allow you to dodge unexpected dangers like crumbling hillsides, hurling boulders, spring-loaded traps and such. Training in the reflexes skills affects your defense and initiative. Oh yeah, defense and initiative are both really important. Defense is how easily you get hit, and initiative is how soon it is your turn to hit. The higher the initiatives, the sooner you can hit. It's basically if you have a very high initiative, you have an always strikes first rule. And weapon skill is of course how you handle weapons, melee weapons. There are so many more interesting skills like stealth and intimidation and might, fortitude, intuition, all very helpful, but we don't have so many points in the beginning and you can still learn all skills and all talents later. We have 7 points left now. We spent 28 and we have 7 left to reach our 35. So every new talent costs 2 XP. I want to choose Combat Ready, Heavy Hitter and Martial Memories. Oh, and Acute Sense is really cool and Animal Friend. I think I will take Animal Friend and then scrap the Beast Handling from the skill. Because Animal Friend, that's actually what I want, that I easily befriend animals. Since I don't have a mount or a pet, I don't need beast handling. And Combat Ready means you're always ready to fight and never caught off guard. That's very fitting for a lizard, I think. 2+ initiative and you can never be surprised in combat. Wow, that's really tough. 2+ initiative, that's almost the always strikes first thing. Then Heavy Hitter, you don't need weapons to fight. You can use everything. Fists, feet, face. That's perfect for a lizard man, yeah, with their mouth and stuff. Claws, I mean they're dinosaurs after all. Then Martial Memories, that's also great. It's actually a tree revenant trait, but I think it fits very well for Saurus, for Seraphon. Yeah, you draw on the memories of the protectors of ancient days, tapping into the centuries of experience. At the start of combat, you choose one of the following effects. Either memories of war, your melee increases 1 step for the duration of the combat, then memories of defiance, your defense increases 1 step, or memories of dawn, you act first. That's great. So now I spent 21 points on the attributes, 6 on the skills because I scrapped the beast handling, and 8 on the talent. There's so many great talents like survival, but now let's see what this means for the combat. I have 9 toughness because toughness is body plus mind plus soul. And I want to give the Saurus Seraphon the same trait. The Sylvaneth get 2 natural armor. Now we need to calculate our melee ability, that's the hammer symbol, our accuracy ability, that's shooting and so on, that's the bullseye, and the shield means our defense ability. Melee is body plus weapon skill, so that's 4, 3 plus 1 is 4, that's average. Ooh. Oh no, only average! Then accuracy is mind plus ballistic skill. I have no ballistic skill, so it's 3, it's also average. And defense is body plus reflexes, so it's also 4, also average. Yeah, okay, well, what to do? Okay, but it's easily increased because I have 4 on melee and defense, so I have to increase reflexes or weapon skill to get a better melee or defense ability. Then wounds is toughness divided by 2 rounded up, so I get 5 wounds, that's a lot. Then metal, how many actions I can take, is soul divided by 2 rounded up. This rounded up thing, I like it. So I have 2 metal, that's really good. This guy will be an okay fighter, but he will be a very tough cookie with 2 metal, 9 toughness, 2 armor and 5 wounds. Hard to kill. Apropos hard to kill, there's a talent called hard to kill, which is really cool. but you cannot take everything at once. And my initiative will be 5, which is pretty high because it's mind plus awareness plus reflexes. Oh yes, and I almost forgot natural awareness, which is my general awareness for what goes on around me. And this is mind plus awareness divided by 2 rounded up, so it's 2. Now let's have a look at my weapons. The Saurus guard has a shield and this huge pole arm poleaxe or mighty hammer that he can still wield with one hand. So let's see what that comes close to. So first of all, I have unarmed combat skill. It will be, instead of only 0 plus success damage, it will have 1 plus success damage, and it will not be ineffective because I have the heavy hitter talent. My attack pool for the jaws and claws unarmed will be 4 dice, and I have 1 focus because it's body 3 and weapon skill 1 and weapon skill focus 1. Look at my rules video how to roll the dice on Soulbound. So let's have a look at the weapons. Battle axe, Great hammer, great axe, halberd, pike, warhammer. Yeah, I think I will choose the halberd. Okay, the damage would have to be discussed because usually two-handed weapons have 1 plus success or 2 plus success, and one-handed weapons only success. So the halberd has 1 plus success. It's usually not meant for someone carrying it in one hand, but that's what the Saurus guard does. So it would be a game master's decision. Moreover, it has the piercing rule, the rend rule. Yeah, that's quite nice. Okay, what's left now is the narrative. That's the most important thing, actually, why your hero chose or is being sent to join a Soulbound group. And he needs a personal quest. Then he needs some equipment and some Aqua Giranis, which is the currency. And then once you found the Soulbound group, you have the Soulbound character sheet as well. Ah yes, and I have a shield. As long as I have the shield, my defense will be good instead of average. So the first part of the character creation is over. The rest is narrative. As I said, you have to think of a story. And I think that was pretty successful. It would have been nice to have a few more skills. So you could think about if you get 1 or 2 more points because it's a Seraphon, but it's not necessary. 35 experience points is enough to create a great character. Righto, experiment successful. So you can easily create your own character on Soulbound, whatever you like. And thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. See you very soon and leave your comments below. What do you think about the game?